So Minecraft Live for this year literally just finished, and I'm going to tell you everything that's being announced and coming in the near future to the game. And if I'm being honest, they really didn't announce a lot, and while the features that we did see were really cool, I did kind of wish they announced more. And I know we're switching from the system of one big content drop a year to multiple smaller size content drops a year. Because we have to wait an entire year for this show, them announcing maybe 3 new features total is definitely just disappointing to me. However, this isn't to say that the content we are getting isn't cool, it's just not super in-depth or developed yet. They just didn't want to show us anything that was unfinished. So, what actually was announced at this year's Minecon? First off, we got an announcement for the Bravery and Bundles content drop coming sometime within the next few months. This update is basically going to be bringing bundles to the game finally after about 4 years, and it's going to bring hardcore Minecraft to Bedrock Edition. This is definitely a cool mini content drop, and I would honestly expect to see this come to the game within the next month. I'd be really surprised if it didn't, but I do think this is going to be a really great addition. Bundles are really cool, and for a small content drop to keep the game fresh, it definitely won't hurt. Now, outside of this content drop, there's not an official name for this other update, but this is the update focused around the new Pale Garden biome and the Creaking mob. The Pale Garden biome is a new overworld biome similar to the Dark Forest in shape and size. Basically, it has trees consisting of a white and gray wood set. I gotta say, the wood set is really nice looking. Like, I've always wanted a white wood, and I think they did a great job with the overall textures and design of this wood. This biome also has a new type of gray moss that can extend onto the blocks next to it, as you can see on screen. And then the biome does also have its own ambient sounds to make it a little bit creepier, as that is kind of the goal of this biome. This biome is supposed to make you feel like you're being watched at all times, and the ambient sounds are really going to help with this. Not to mention that the sky is actually meant to be more gray when you go in this biome. So that is why when you look up to the sky, no matter what the weather is, it is going to be grayer and duller in color, which I think is actually a pretty cool addition. Now, that's really all we have to say about the biome. There's really not that much that we know about so far, but it does come with a new mob, being the Creaking. The Creaking is a new tree wood-based mob that basically serves as the weeping angel of Minecraft. And if you don't know what a weeping angel is, basically it functions that you have to be looking at it, otherwise it will closely move towards you in an attempt to kill you. So basically, you want to be looking at this mob at all times while you try and escape. This is the second horror mob we've gotten in Minecraft outside of the Warden. However, this mob isn't indestructible. If you go to hit the mob, actually it will not take any damage. It will send particles to a nearby block in a tree called the Creaking Heart. So basically what this Creaking Heart does is this is the block that allows the mob to stay alive. Once you hit it, it's going to show where that Creaking Heart is, and your job is to go and destroy it to get rid of the creaking. I think this is actually a pretty cool and unique combat mechanic, and is definitely a fresh take from anything we've seen so far. The creaking also only spawns at night in this biome. Although it doesn't deal a ton of damage so far, it is definitely something you're going to want to watch out for when they come in numbers. These can be a really big danger when there's a lot of them surrounding you, as you can't look at all of them at the same time. This could end up being pretty problematic in the future, and I think this is actually a really cool mob. The Creaking Heart, which is basically the spawn point of these new creaking mobs, can be destroyed and taken with Silk Touch and placed somewhere else. They really didn't go in depth on if this has a unique function that you can use. Besides using it to defend your base or troll your friends, they really didn't go in depth on any other functions for it besides spawning in a creaking wherever you want it to be. The Creaking Heart also has to be placed in between 2 wooden blocks for it to be functional. And honestly guys, that is literally all they announced. They announced the Bravery and Bundles content drop, they announced the Pale Garden Forest, and they announced the Creaking mob. And don't get me wrong, while these features are all super cool, and I get they don't want to show off too much in hopes of avoiding another caves and cliffs situation, I'm not gonna act like this wasn't a disappointing event. I know they're switching their update schedule, but seriously, for waiting an entire year, it is kind of sad that this is all we get to see. However, that isn't to say that I don't think these updates and the content within these updates are bad. I actually do really like this biome and the content in this biome, but I do hope to see it get developed a little bit more, and obviously have things like the Creaking Heart have some more functionality and use to them, and maybe add a few more reasons to actually go to this biome. Because right now, besides the wood type, there is no reason to go to this biome, but overall it is pretty cool. And guys, that really is it. They did say you can play this in a snap snapshot coming sometime in the near future, so I will be keeping you updated on that. But besides that, that is it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I really appreciate a like if you did, and subscribe so you never miss out on another video just like this one. Let me know what you think about this stuff down in the comments below. Are you happy about it? Are you disappointed? I'm curious. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.